What's up? It's the Brunch Breakdown. Didi out here in Los Angeles. Chris and Dan are in Pittsburgh. Today on the show, we're talking buyouts. We're talking James Franklin, and we're talking scorpions on top of fries at a theme park that we all love, and buffalo wings because why not? It's the Brunch Breakdown, baby. Let's get into it.
It sounds like a totally normal rundown of any type of show, you know?
Right.
Listen,
Just typical fodder for any type of just pop culture, entertainment, music, sports podcast that happens from coast to coast. All the time.
exactly.
Absolutely.
All the time.
Normal. Dan, where can they find this podcast that you just explained perfectly?
Well, it's very exclusive, right? It's very, very exclusive. One of a kind, one and only. But we're allowing it to be distributed everywhere. And you're
Ooh.
welcome. You are welcome for that. Okay. Anywhere podcasts are available, you can find this unique, one of a kind, just regular menu of things that we talk about each and every week. You can find it each and every Wednesday is when the new episodes drop. Follow, subscribe wherever you prefer to listen. Full video episodes are available on our YouTube page, Facebook page, and right in the Spotify app. Those premiere Wednesdays, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. You can watch anytime you'd like after that. We're everywhere on social media at Brunch Breakdown. TikTok, still out there, still alive, and doesn't appear to be going anywhere. So I think we're still there too. And last but certainly not least, the Sounds of Brunch. We're going to finish every episode every week with what we're listening to. We're going to leave last week's on there for you. Chris, your music's back on the playlist this week. Congratulations. We got a full Sounds of Brunch. So head to Spotify. It's exclusively on Spotify. That gets updated each and every Friday. And check it out. The Sounds of Brunch.
Nice. All right, time to get random topics off our chest. Christopher Gates, what you bringing to the table?
Okay, I am a well-known, highly publicized fan of fall. Actually today I would like to tell you maybe the thing I hate the most about fall, okay? Because I normally don't go in this direction. But I was reminded of it last night when we went to a little like fall festival thing out here at Trax Farm, Don Peters Township. You know, good stuff. I hate corn mazes. I think it's the dumbest activity. Nothing, and I even remember this back into when I was a child. I don't like just the nature of it where they're like, hey, go into this thing and figure it out. Just figure it out on your own. There's no directions. There's no map, but we're going to put you in this setting that is in probably 50% or more of horror movies to begin with, right? And just find your way through it, you know? And then you're walking through the corn maze. The kids love it because they've never been in a corn maze before. But you're walking through and it's like, oh no, dead end. Oh, okay, we gotta go back. All right, let's try to go this way. There's two different ways you can go. Oh, that's a dead end. You waste so much time in there when you could be doing other things at a fall festival that are fun. And then like you get halfway through it and then you start seeing other people coming back the way that you're going through. And you're like, okay, well, does this mean I'm going in the wrong direction? Or are they just lost and I need to keep treading the path that I've created? Or did they come in the exit and they didn't come in the entrance and they're just deciding to willy-nilly go through this thing backwards? So then you start doubting your entire existence halfway through the corn maze. And then what almost always happens is that I go in the entrance and then I just come back out the entrance, but I don't I go down a path that like a bunch of teenagers like created that wasn't supposed to exist, and I get back on the path that brought me in, and then I go back out the egg, and I never come out the exit of it. I think it's the dumbest fall activity, and I hate it, and I wanted to publish that today on the podcast. So that's all.
You're a fall fun killer.
Just that thing. Just that thing.
That's because is it fair to say you don't like it because you're not good at it?
Yeah, that's it. 100%.
I mean, maybe I just think it's a waste of time. I think there's so many things I could be doing, like eating or drinking, or they had cornhole, they had like volleyball nets up, there was tractor, all of those things. There was
Summer activities.
I'd rather be doing all of these things instead of walking through a corn maze.
So you'd rather be doing summer activities in the fall? Because cornhole's a summer activity. Volleyball is a Summer activity.
Didi, in my life, the lion's share, and I don't think that I've ever used that word on the podcast before. The lion's share of
Brunch
cornhole
Breakdown first.
that I have ever played has been in the fall. Most of these things are tailgating activities, not volleyball, but
Was this is this the corn maze at the top of the hill?
Okay.
yes.
It's a challenge. It is a challenge. That
But
was a
it's like
challenge.
I've been to other ones.
Did you go in with? Did you go in as a family, as a group, or was it like the kids went on their own and you were like, "I'll try this too," and you couldn't figure it out?
No, we went together, and halfway through, we met a family who
Oh,
lost
so it's a
their
group.
kids, and they were legitimately freaking out about it. And I was like, "Well, that's why we all did this together. You can't until the kids are of a certain age. I can't let them go through the corn maze by themselves."
Yeah.
I have never done a corn maze because
Whoa.
I hate fall. I've
That's
never done one.
That is
I hate fall.
shocking.
I hate fall so much. Like fall's the worst thing. Fall literally is the worst. It's the worst season. And I hate it so much. And every year it's like, it's fall now. And then it's like, oh, it's fall now. I remember right away why I hate it so much. It's like gets darker all of a sudden. It's cold. At a certain point goes from the weather goes from 55 in the morning to 85 back down to 55 at like 4 o'clock. It's insane the amount of clothes you have to wear. I hate fall. It's trash. Winter's cousin. Can't stand it.
Wow.
But I've never done a corn maze. Just like
Okay,
I've only carved
yeah.
pumpkins one time.
Just to be
Just
clear, because
unbelievable.
it seems like in a lot of recent episodes in my initial segment, Didi just doesn't quite get the point of what I'm saying. So let me just reiterate: I love fall. Just hate
I know you do.
just like I
You said-
like Pitt.
No.
Remember the end of that one?
No. No. I'm still standing on that one. I still stand on that one. No. Eat shit pit. Still worked for that. You were telling them, I don't need you. Eat shit. Like, sorry. Like when you when you break up with a girl or something, you're not like, I love you, but I have to go. No, that's not how it works. You're like, eat shit. Later, one of you is telling each other eat shit, and you were saying eat shit pit as you
What if you-
walked out the door to your better life that you have told everyone about on Instagram. I'm sorry, you can't. Like you're literally the boyfriend who was like. Who literally got shredded in the shitty relationship and then just like posted it on Instagram every day. Like that's you after leaving Pitt. So you can't say that. You can't.
What if he wants to be friends with her sister still? That's kind of what's going on here.
Okay.
He didn't work for the
Okay.
athletic department. This is just a sister. You're in the sister
Okay.
friends.
Well, that's the reason why he's flexing on the gram.
It sounds
Acquaintances.
like
That's why-
maybe Dan a time or two said it's over, but I love you.
I've retired from a couple different occasions. That's what retirement is. That's why I threw myself a retirement party.
But yeah, that's why Chris is flexing on the gram. I'm standing by that. I know everything you say every week, Chris. Every week.
Well, anyway, I hate corn mazes.
Wow. Okay.
Love it. Love it. Dan, get it off your chest.
I'm gonna keep this pretty simple
Okay.
this week, boys.
Hit it.
Okay. Here it is. Straight question. Why the hell are we dedicating thousands of square footage in a department store to fragrance? Why are we doing that?
Wait. What kind of fragrance? Are we talking like on ourselves?
Yeah.
Or are we talking like
The look on
Air.
Dan's face.
atmosphere fragrance?
Well, that's the problem. It's for yourselves, but it's in the atmosphere.
Okay.
But-
Okay.
Self, body, fragrance, perfumes, colognes.
All right. Aqua de Joe. Got it.
Yeah, right. And why are we still having people in these areas, these thousands of square footage, asking for like free sniffs? Hey, free little sniff, free sniff if you'd like. Like in 2025, are people really stopping, going, oh yeah, I'll take a little, a little dab will do you, right? A little on the little paper, a little waft. And they're like, you know what? I love this. Here's $60, $80, $120 right on the spot. I didn't need it, but I'm going to buy it. Is that still happening? Like it must
Yes.
be. It must be. And it just feels like that we have to just streamline this whole approach. We had this huge, very bright, very bright, very fragrant section in every Macy's or major department store where there's just glass counters everywhere with makeup and fragrances. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like when I find a cologne that works, that I like, I kind of stick there for a while. I'm not beat bopping around trying different things out. You know what I mean? You just gotta kind of stick with it. It works. I like it, and maybe other people change it up from time to time, but maybe I'm the minority. I don't know, but Chris, this actually goes back to you. You probably hate this area too because these areas are also often hard to navigate.
It's like
around.
it's like a corn maze, Dan.
It is like a corn maze. It's like a corn maze, and it's done on purpose, I'm sure. There's no beeline that you can get through, right? There's never a straight line. And like the massive amount of real estate that these sections take up, there can't be a good return on investment in this real estate in these department stores. I promise you, every time I walk through, there's more people working than looking around. Always. Always. And like you just want to get to your car and you're just like, get out of the, you're trying to avoid the people. And you know, like, where's the jackets? I'm just trying to get to the jackets. Jackets are on sale and you can't get there. You got to go through or around, even on the periffs, the edges. Sometimes it's a little challenging. So I feel like our generation, as we get older, right? And especially the generation behind us and the one behind them, like this isn't going to work anymore. Now, like, you're not buying fragrances online that you've never smelled before. So I just feel like we just got to kind of streamline this thing, really rethink the real estate in the store, and just start thinking of the future. Because those old people that go in there and will just start sniffing away and looking at your glass cases and figure something out, like, they're not going to be around forever. And I sure as hell am not going to be one of those people in 20 years being like, got to step the cologne game up. Let's head to Macy's and let's just buckle in because this is going to take a while. So let's just start thinking about the future. Okay. Macy's, department stores. That's all I got to say.
There will always be a place for perfume because perfume is because the markup on perfume is, I don't know what the biggest markups on things are, but it has to be the biggest.
Oh, it's got to be outrageous, right?
It costs like $1 to make perfume with the bottle and packaging and all that stuff. And then they sell it for however much money they want to sell it for.
Yeah.
So like, and people go in and buy it all the time. Like there's no shortage of perfume, cologne, all that stuff being bought especially at this time of year.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I just think it will always have that because they make so much money off of it. Like an insane amount of money off of it. It costs nothing. Nothing. I don't know what's in that bottle. I know what's there. You just make something smell good. They throw Rihanna's face on it or Zendaya's face on it or Johnny Depp's face on it or whoever.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, they just do it and then people buy it. So
usually when you're buying something with that large of a markup on it, like you have to sign some significant paperwork. Like it's a vehicle, it's a home. Like, you know, there's a significant markup here. You're like, I have to sign some papers. This is going to take a while. But there, it's just casual.
Yeah,
it's just casual, right?
That's why they got a million people throwing it in your face and just like, because if you walk straight through,
you can't
walk. You have to walk the edges. You
Yeah.
got to walk the edges. Maybe this is good for your corn maze, Chris. I don't know. I've never done one, but all I know is you got to walk around. You know, you can't go straight through, you know, from the entrance of the store, go straight through. You're done. You're done for. Can't do it.
You know what's a shame is like they used to, when department stores would send like their fall catalog, which they used to do.
Oh,
or the magazines, they'd have those scented pieces of paper in there.
Yeah.
So you could check it out on your own and never have to go into the store. But now nobody sends catalogs or magazines anymore. Well, a lot of people don't. It's like we're not getting the yellow pages anymore, you know? So, yeah, that's a shame. I've always thought it's weird though, because when you're in the department store and they're like handing out free sniffs, it's already so fragrant in there. It feels like you should be able to go to like a fitting room to like get like cleanse the nasal palate so you can actually smell what
Coffee
this
beans,
thing smells like.
Like having pretzels. Yeah. just to cleanse the palate.
Oh, Dan, if we're gonna go there, all right. Imagine you walk through Macy's, you get through that fragrance aisle, and then the minute you get out of there, you go walk past a Gloria Jean's coffee. The amount of stimulation from a nasal perspective, I can't. Yeah. I'm going home. I don't know what I even
can't
came there to buy anymore. I gotta go home.
Permanent headache, right there, right there. Two things on this. One, never buy somebody else a perfume or cologne if they haven't asked you for it. Don't ever do that. Just a note going into the holiday season.
That's fair.
Okay, good idea. Second thing, you ever buy paint at a hardware store? Ever been to a Lowe's or a Home Depot? Have you seen paint chips, the samples, right? All up one big case. You've got 1,000 little sample cards. That's what I need. Just do that. Now, listen, I know it's like, oh, well, they actually spray it so it's fresh and it does, it stays on there. It's like they do it in the catalog. Maybe it's just a little booklet. It opens up like they do in the catalog, in the magazine. Just give me a wall of that and I'll just go. Give me a cleanser. Do another one. I like this shade of blue. Nope. I go over here. I like the smell of Rihanna over here. Streamline it. You're taking up too much real estate. Just like buying paint. Just like buying paint. It's just as expensive, to be honest. It's just as expensive as buying paint. One's going to get you high. One's going to take you high on life.
That's what it is. I'm picturing Dan. I'm picturing Dan at this like scent station just getting ripped.
God.
It's all fresh right now because I've been buying paint all week and I've been spending a lot of time doing that. So it's all coming together. It's all coming together. Yeah, just
God. All right. Jesus Christ.
Can I mix them? Can I mix these two? It's just like mixing paint colors. Now we're on to something.
Hey.
That's what we do. There's a little mixture there. There's people actually making some money. All right. Didi, take it away.
All right. So I don't know if I imagine you guys have heard about there's going to be a conservative halftime show, right? To cross programming with Bad Bunny. This is what some organization is doing. And all I have to say is this. Because this is going to happen, I have no problem for it happening. I'm just saying, I think if you're going to have a Super Bowl party and your goal is to put on the conservative halftime show, you should tell people. Because I already know that if you're putting on this halftime show, you have the worst food. Your food has no flavor. Your food has no seasoning. Your food has nothing. Your food is just trash at your party. And I think you should tell people that you not only are taking off the halftime show to put on the conservative halftime show to listen to whatever. I don't know what you're going to be doing. I just already know that you, my friend, have the worst food. And I just think you should let everybody know that, because that is really what will be happening. Because there is one little cross thing going on here where I'm like, if you want the flavorless halftime show, you will have flavorless food. And I already know you because I grew up with you. I know you. So this is not coming from this isn't like coastal elite talking. No. I know you guys. I know all you. I know all you people who are hyped about the conservative halftime show. I get it. I know all of you. And I know you, and I know your food's going to be trash. So just let people know so they know not to come to your house, or to come to your house because they're like, listen, I don't like flavor in my food. So there it is. Just want to let people know that. You're on mute or something.
Yeah, Chris, we can't hear you.
What'd you do?
Is this, are you telling me something that's going to be on broadcast television?
It's probably going to be on, I assume it's going to be on a streamer
or a stream
of some sort.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be on broadcast.
Nope.
Yeah, Chris, you're nothing.
Still can't hear you.
Uh-oh, Dad. But
so
yeah,
I wonder, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be on.
I wonder if that will affect halftime commercials.
No.
For real.
It's not. I don't even know if it's actually going to happen.
Will. If it happens, I guarantee you it will. As an advertiser, they will not, if they think a fifth of the audience might turn away for the halftime show, they won't advertise at halftime. Because the price will be the exact same and the viewership will go down.
I think if that's an interesting point.
If it happens, though.
I don't think it's I just don't. I think it's a lot of talk. I think there will be something that will be on and it will be made to think it was a bigger deal than it was, and people are making it a big deal because they're talking about it. Like I just talked about it, but I just thought about it in a funny way because I'm like,
It's like
I already know. No way.
It's like the when they do the address to Congress, the president's address to Congress in January, and then they have like a response from the other party. What the hell? Why?
When everybody's walking out.
Response. We all know what the other side's thinking. We don't need to tune in 30 minutes later for something that you wrote before and during and just like filled in the blanks like it's Mad Libs.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing with the response? Like, you're not in charge. Like it's
yeah, we've already seen everybody walk out of the big room, and then you're in some office somewhere else, and then you're talking from a pre-recorded message.
It's the dumbest thing. It's the dumbest thing. Yeah.
Christopher, what were you going to say? You're back?
I think I'm back. Am I back?
You're back.
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
No, Dan basically said everything I was going to say. It took me a minute there. It took me a minute there to figure out like, oh, this is like you're supposed to tune away and watch this other thing. That's not going to happen.
Yes.
That's not going to happen. Because, I mean, at Super Bowl parties, like, people pretty much put the game on and then set it and forget it. And then it's about conversation, food. Like, who changes the channel during the Super Bowl? There's no other network out there, like, trying to put something on to compete with it. It's like everybody's just playing the 40-year-old Virgin movie and, like, shit like that while the Super Bowl's going on. Nobody's trying, so that's I don't think it's going to work. But
yeah, it's the dumbest thing in the world. I was like, this is hilarious that this is going to happen in some way, shape, or form, but it's not gonna happen the way people think it's going to. So I just know if anyone's thinking, the people who are thinking about turning it off, I'm just telling you, their food's gonna be trash. You don't want to go to the party.
Right. That's point.
Fair.
Yeah.
That was the point.
That's totally fair.
This is really about food.
It's all about what's the Super Bowl about? The game? No.
Yeah.
It's about everything other than the game. The game's good. It's a bonus if the game is good. It's a bonus. Everything else needs to be good. Let's get into brews, boys.
Let's do it.
What are we drinking on? Christopher Gates, what are we sipping on this week?
I had a couple of beers this week. Neither of them were anything new, but I did need to get myself through that Thursday night Steeler game. So instead, what I will talk about is something else that was brewed, but for the first time ever, boys, I had a PSL from Starbucks. And
whoa, let's go.
And it was delightful and delicious and all the things that people say that it is. I posted on Instagram, and then, like there's just some of those topics where you're like, I might get a lot of replies to this. And I did. And a lot of people telling me better ways to order a pumpkin spice latte than just asking for a pumpkin spice latte. I figured that was probably the case. I wanted to just order it, though, since I'm getting it for the first time. Like, I think everybody else probably, for the most part, just got it for the first time and then figured out how to customize it. So I wanted to go on that same journey. It was very good. By the end of it, a little too sweet, right? Like I got a grande, so I was like, I'm at the end of my sweet tooth here. Some people suggested maybe asking for like only 2 pumps of the whatever instead of they put 4 of the syrup in there usually. That can like cut back on the sweetness a bit, because I do like the taste of coffee, right? Like I like lattes. I am getting acquainted with flavors, but like ultimately I would like it to taste kind of like a mocha-ish type of coffee drink. And so I think I'm going to go back. I think I'm going to try some other variations, but I tried that for the first time and it was a big step in my life, and I'm glad to tell you guys about it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome to the party.
I'm proud of you.
That's big.
So nice, dude.
Do you see the I'm sure there's 50 iterations of this going around the internet, but there's the one where the guy, manly looking man, walks into a Starbucks and he hands the barista a piece of paper and he goes, "Black coffee?" And he opens it up and says, "Pumpkin spice latte." And the kid was like, "Black coffee?" And he's like, "Black coffee?" I'm doing on black coffee.
He's in like a Carhartt shirt or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, puts the cup out, pumpkin spice latte. He's like, "Black coffee." And he's like, "Black coffee." And he gets out.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. That's kind of how I felt.
Yeah. It's like full, like either like it's obvious like construction truck driver, like you know what I mean?
very
like
much blue
something
collar
like that. Yeah. and then pumpkin spice latte. It's the best.
I love it. I love it.
Oh man, I got to give a shout out to my friends at Dow Vineyards, Sauvignon Blanc. Dow, been drinking a lot of wine this week. And been a busy week. Haven't had to talk that much this week, so that's been good because I don't really drink that much when I got to talk a lot. So
busy week, haven't had to talk much, drinking a lot of wine. Sounds like you've had a
busy
rough
week.
time.
Listen, when you don't got to talk, you can drink. This week coming up, there will be no drinking because I got to do a lot of talking.
There you go.
You know, when you're just standing next to luggage, whoa, we're just like Chris is flying or something.
The standing desk is activated.
But yeah, so drinking a lot of wine, had some Dow Vineyards, and I enjoy. I've never had any white wine from Dow. I've only had red stuff from Dow, but you know what? It's great. So shouts to everybody up there up north. Paso Robles. Do it big. Yeah, do it big.
Okay.
All right. Well, Dan, what are you sipping on?
Tell you what, I'm going to keep it macro this week. And a brewery that we occasionally salute and give a shot at for being a macro, but really doing it right. Really doing it right. And this beer is a must this time of year. I finally got my hands on one. Like, but you guys that carry this brewery, keep up with the seasonality. All right, do it. When I ask you what's your rotational, what's your seasonal, I expect in this month one answer, and that is Oktoberfest from Samuel Adams. Mm. And I had myself a lovely one the other evening. Went to see one of our favorites, one of my favorite bands right now, and potentially one of the best live bands on the planet. So underrated. Lawrence the other night, having a Sam Adams on Oktoberfest. It was a great night out. Let me tell you what, and they blew the roof off the place. Just phenomenal time. But Sam Adams Oktoberfest can never do any wrong.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Sam Adams and Lawrence. Good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Absolutely.
Good night. Honestly, Lawrence said anything you would have said. Great.
That's
night.
true. I could have been drinking dog shit water.
Yeah.
Like, great night. Great night.
Yeah.
Still.
Great night. Yeah.
For sure.
Beautiful. Well, cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Now let's get into the main menu. It's time for This Week in Football. All right, here we go. Dun dun. This Week in Football.
We have to come up with a better name for this segment.
I don't get what we're doing here, okay?
We agree. Next topic.
This is stupid, okay?
This is just dumb.
It is dumb. It doesn't
It's just
okay, boys, I want to talk about buyouts. But first, before we dive in, because we have kind of a creative way to talk about coaching buyouts and how we might buy out other people in life that aren't even college football coaches. But James Franklin was fired last week. And I just generally want to get your guys' thoughts on, like, it happened, what went through your mind.
You guys,
this right. That was my reaction right there.
My response was, what? Huh? $50 million, and I'm like, it's adorable that Penn State thinks that they're Ohio State or a school from Texas. Like, I think all of the whiteouts, the big stadium has people like thinking, oh, Penn State's I don't know if anybody cares about football that much at Penn State to do this. They just don't like James Franklin. So they got somebody who I think their biggest donor is the dude who owns the Buffalo Bills. Then they've got like some Adidas money or something like that. But I don't know. Like, it just seems like a lot of money for Penn State, especially for somebody who my entire life, it was just Joe Paterno there for 50 years. And I thought they just had their Joe Paterno. And that was, minus the other stuff. And that was James Franklin. They just had their guy, and he was just going to die on the sidelines at Penn State. I just thought that's how it was going to go for him. Because, like, they win 9 games, 10 games a year. They've already had bad seasons, then got back up to doing good again. And then, like, this year, all right, they lost a few games. Okay. That happens. I don't know what it's the weirdest thing. I'm dumbfounded by that. Like, it wasn't like this is the last year on his contract. He signed a huge deal. You're going to pay $50 million for this man not to coach your team. And then you're going to go pay somebody else a bunch of money. I'm like, I don't think of Penn State in that way I just don't. I never have. And I don't think anybody else does. So it's just weird to me. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm like, and the next coach just has to go 104 and what 40 or something like that, whatever James Franklin's record was. I'm like, I don't get it. I'm like, I would take that record any day of the week. Like, what? Get out of here.
I think
I don't get it.
I think if there was no college football playoff, he would still have a job. I think because of the opportunity within the college football playoff that now whatever number we settle on, right? 12, 16, like that many schools will legitimately have a chance to win the college football national championship. And that was the expectation this year going into the year at Penn State because of the way their roster was put together, that all they need to do is get in to the playoff, which they presumably were going to, not necessarily as the number 1 or number 2 seed, but maybe, right? And then win the damn thing. If there's no college football playoff and we're playing 1 versus 2 like we do at the end of every year, I think Penn State fans are still happy to be in the Rose Bowl every year. You know, like, we'll try again next year. That's fine. It's tough. It's tough to be one of the top 2. We get it. We get it. The conference is getting tougher. We get it. But because you can get in and you have a chance to win, and he has not been able to win a big game, they were like, sayonara, see ya. But ballsy to do it in the middle of the season, ballsy to do it with that big of a payout. But it was fun. It was a fun day seeing that. I'm gonna tell you what. And like, I don't have to hate every coach that coaches at Penn State. I mean, it's tradition there. But like, they could hire somebody that I like respect, but I had no respect for that man at all.
What?
Whatsoever.
That's the part I don't get.
You're not here. You don't understand.
Vanderbilt, he saved Penn State. Like, they have no program without him. None. Like, Bill O'Brien's the whole thing was a disaster.
Right.
He came in, saved that program, and won at
yeah.
Vanderbilt. Like,
yeah.
What is there not to respect? Like, I'm sorry, he can't win the big game. Okay, like, I don't know, but they were a field goal away from the national championship last year. At some point, it's not the coach's fault. Like, players got to do something. Like,
yeah, man. Like, it's so between the time it was like 14, 15 days prior to him getting fired, they were undefeated hosting Oregon at home with a whiteout, and game day was on campus. And then 15 days later, he had no job. Like, it's unbelievable. I've never seen anything happen that quickly. Part of me, like, even when the preseason stuff was coming out in college football, people were saying Penn State is like probably the favorite to win the national championship. I was like, has anybody watched their quarterback try and throw a football? Like, why? And they're like, the roster, it's like from top to bottom, it's this, that. It's like, you have to have a quarterback. This dude doesn't. So I never understood that. And so now it's like people overvalued some of the players on the team. And so because there was like all this hype, James Franklin's without a job. I mean, I would kill for a coach that could win 10 games a year. So that's tough. And if you're firing James Franklin because he's not winning 11 or 12 or 15 to get you to the national championship game, that means you are searching for something that's consistently better than what he brought you. And tell me the coach that you can hire that's going to do that. Because Kurt Cignetti already said no. Matt Rule just lost to Minnesota and scored 1 touchdown last night.
Row the boat, baby.
Like, all these people that people are mentioning are worse than James Franklin. And I saw Joel Klatt was like, I think they should call Nick Saban. Okay, yeah, call Nick Saban. Give that a try. I just don't know who they're going to hire. It's crazy. There's way too much money in college football, and this is just another example of it. But that $50 million buyout that we've been talking about made me think, let's get out of the football world here for a second. And imagine you're in a position where you just hate the quality of work that somebody's producing. Right now, you can't do anything about it. Maybe you go to the barber 3 or 4 times. They totally jack up your hair every single time. You can't just end them doing that for their career. You just can't do it. But if you could, would you? And how much would you pay to make it happen? So I texted Dan and Dee Dee a couple days ago. I said, I want to talk about buyouts. And for buyouts, it could be anything, anybody in life. I want to know who you would buy out, why it's warranted, okay? What the buyout value would be, and why paying it is worth it to you, which I guess would kind of be why it's warranted. I'm gonna let you guys go first. What came to mind? I have a few here, but what came to mind for you guys?
The first thing that came to mind was the Starbucks baristas at the Starbucks on Woodman and Sherman Oaks. The worst. Actually, the ones that work at 5 a.m. The ones from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. I cannot get good coffee 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. They screw up lattes, and they even screw up just me saying, I just want a venti pike with sugar. I've got a 3-hour drive to San Diego. That's it. And they fill it up to the top where it's spilling on me, or it's too hot in the cup. I actually had the cup like basically break on me in the car one time. And I'm like, they don't double cup. They fill it too high. It's like, if you don't say just because I say don't leave room, it doesn't mean fill it up to the possible top. I don't understand how you can do that, but they do it, and I can't stand it. So yeah, I would pay, oh man, let's say, like, how much do I pay Starbucks stuff a year? I'd probably pay $500 to get them out of there.
Because then they could work at another Starbucks, but they could never work at that Starbucks.
That one. That's the one that is closest to my house. Most of the time when I'm going somewhere, I have to pass that one. So that's the one that I always go to. And between 5 and 11 in the morning, bruh, trash. Got to get them out. I would buy all of them out. I hope they hear this.
That's interesting. There is one Starbucks near me that I feel like I have the same experience.
Dude.
One time I asked for a pike. That was it. And the guy behind me asked for some sort of latte. And they were like, our machine broke. We can make you guys both Americanos. And I was like, that's fine. That's close enough for me. Like, I don't know about this guy, but close enough for me. And then I got something that had cream in it. I was like, what? Anyways, great choice by you.
I feel you.
For me, it's the shuttle bus driver that takes me from my parking spot when I go into work, into the office, and shuttles me to downtown to the big tower. Okay? This one person is just... Listen, I'm sure it's not the most glamorous job to shuttle around people that work at a financial institution 10 minutes back and forth a couple times a day. But, like, come on. Like, just mean mugging everybody, sour, just not having a good time, not a good morning, not a good afternoon. She used to, not anymore. And it's like, I need these people. I know they have routes that they have to stick with. If there's a major accident, you call an audible and you go around it. You're ruining my day when I'm trying to get home. And it should take 8 minutes from the building I work in, from when you pick me up to take me to my car, 8 minutes. And when it goes on beyond 25, because you got to stick to your route and you don't even have the guts to try to like go around people, like, oh, I got to stay in the middle lane. I got to stay in the middle lane. I got to stay in the middle lane. Go in the right lane. Go around the people merging. And when I add up all that time, how much did you say, Didi? $500?
Yeah.
I'd probably pay $1,000 to buy this lady out of her job.
Because I feel like that's a lot more time.
It's a lot more time because it adds up significantly all the time, and just like the general attitude, and just like, and here's the other thing. They run on a timely schedule. But like if she's running early, I'll see her car parked, her van parked a couple of streets over, just sitting there waiting when there's like 25 people lined up ready to get on the shuttle. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I don't care if you're early. Let the next one roll up. So $1,000. Save me some time. Can't stand it.
She would probably like that too. I've seen research. I've seen research that like of like different professions, bus drivers in terms of like health, wellness, mental, emotional health, it's like like at the bottom.
At the
Like
bottom.
they just if you see someone driving a bus, they probably hate their lives. Like it just does not seem to be, at least public transportation.
Yeah.
School
Yeah.
buses probably different, but um
Hope so.
so one that I have is customer service representatives at insurance companies. Because we've been doing the whole like switching benefits thing with me switching jobs.
Oh, there you go.
And if you get on the phone as a customer service representative for the company that I'm working with, and you tell me you don't know an answer to a question, and you tell me you don't know who does, you you can't be working in that job anymore. You just can't. You cannot have not a not you can't there can't not be a solution or an answer to a question that somebody has. It cannot happen. And we had that. We had that happen. We almost lost like 500, $600 of like HSA money in one account because like we had to use it by a certain date and they just couldn't get us the answer. So I was like, I would have bought that person out for $600 just to never have to be told, I don't know the answer to your health benefits question. This is not improving my health. So that was one of them. I'll do another one because this kind of came to mind, not necessarily for me. So I actually might be asking Dan here for what the buyout would be. But like, because Dan mentioned a while ago, he had some home contractors that were not talking to each other. And I was curious, like, imagine a situation where you have people working on your house, they're not talking to each other, and then something gets installed wrong, or they just like ghost you for a week or two, which happens. What do you do there? We have a washer for the dishes in the kitchen that like got installed, and when they install it, they just leave. They just leave. And hopefully it works. And it's been a pain in my ass for 6 or 7 years now because it's like it was installed just a little bit off, so it like doesn't quite work right most of the time. And boy, what I have paid, the amount over 6 years, the amount of pissed offness that creates, I'd pay a pretty penny for that. But yeah, Dan, home contractors that just like are non-communicative, how much would you buy them out for?
It's funny you mentioned that because that was the first one that came to my mind, and I tried to bite my tongue a little bit because as friends of the program, and I'm sure listeners of the program even to an extent know, purchased a house a number of months ago. And this is not a green screen behind me. This is still Studio B. Still here. We're still here.
I thought you created a studio that looked exactly the same.
Yeah. Now it's getting very close. But if you would have told me in March that we'd still be living in the same house and I had an opportunity to go back and have a buyout, I'd put up some change. I'd put up some change. Now, the work that's being done is phenomenal. But we are approaching the month of November. Okay. This is too slow. This is too long and this is too slow. This is absurd. And so, depending on the level of work, I'm in the thousands. I'm absolutely in the thousands. If you would like $3,000 a month. If you're like $3,000 you can get every month, you can get in earlier. Here it is. I'm taking it. Buy out everybody that's working. Get it done. Get the express crew in here. Same quality though. So for that, Chris, though, it has an effect of, to your point, years on you there. Couple $1,000 for sure to buy out that trouble. But contractors in general, man, what a business! What a business.
Some people referred to James Franklin as a general contractor, probably. He just kind of
That's fair. He recruits the talent and then doesn't tell them what to do.
Yeah.
Doesn't know how to tell them what to do.
He doesn't know.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
Feels like
takes way too long. Takes way too long to get the results that you want.
Yeah. I met with a carpenter yesterday. I was like, oh, did he tell you about this? What was the answer? No. Well, let me tell you about it. We need this done. right over here.
Dan's the interim head coach of his house.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, so I have jury duty coming up. So anytime I get jury duty, I always have to like postpone it. Because listen, I freelance. Somebody hits me up and says, "All right, are you available on this day for jury duty? Because we're going to pay you a ridiculous amount of money to do this one thing." And I'm like, okay, I got to call up jury duty and say, "Hey, man, listen, I freelance, like, got to postpone." And most of the time, it's like, "Oh, yeah, like, that's what happens." Like, and then they're like, "All right, well, are you available this day?" And I'm like, "Yep, as of right now, I am. We're good. Cool. Change it." I call up, and this lady is like, I mean, she must just be the person who's just like, "I am Miss Jury Duty." And she's just like, "Well, you've been postponing for the last 6 months. Da, 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 da." And I was like, "Well, why are you coming in so hot?" So I would love to buy out that lady. I would love to buy out that lady. I don't know by how much, but it's just like she had to piss some other people off that day too, so that we could get together. But the main person that I want to talk about here, Major's TK teacher.
Oh,
Not going to say her name out loud.
you basically just did.
I guarantee you I could get every parent in that class. There's probably 24 kids or something to pitch in $1,000. We get her $24,000. Get her the fuck out of there. Guaranteed.
Whoa!
Buy her out. Buy her out of the contract. I guaranteed. Guaranteed. We can do it. We can do it. You got to get her the fuck out. Like I'm done.
Wow.
I'm done. I'm done. And everybody else is done too. It's not just us. Everybody else is done too. Like you go to the birthday parties, everybody's talking about this person. Get her out.
Brian Kelly. Yes, Brian Kelly. I'm with
That's
you.
right.
I want Brian
Get her
Kelly
out.
bought out.
Get her out. The way that they had a meet, like literally the way that they had a meeting after the Northwestern game, the way people were like, and wherever they were in the clubs and the boxes, whatever it was, they were talking. Like that's how it is at birthday parties, where it's just like, all right, so $50 million buyout. How are we gonna figure this out? Let's gotta get there.
Who can we call?
Because that's how it is at birthday parties right now. It's just like how we.
Wow.
What are we gonna do? We got a long way. We got a long season ahead of us.
Long season. It is a
We got a
long
long season ahead of us. How we get into May, guys? How we get into May? How are we doing it? Because there ain't no college football playoff coming.
Mm-mm.
They ain't coming. How we get into May?
Mm-mm.
It ain't coming. You know what I mean? No Rose Bowls in our future. How it coming? Like, I'm not trying to go to the Meineke Car Care Bowl. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So, yeah. But yeah, I would buy her out. And if Siobhan comes busting through this door, it's because she heard me. So I'll be in trouble. So just letting you guys know, if all of a sudden my screen goes black, you'll know why. Because she heard what I just said.
I can't wait till this get back.
So
It's back to the house.
If Siobhan,
there you go.
If Siobhan requests any bleeps, just tell her to text me. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good. But yeah, buying her out. Out. Yeah.
All right. So maybe buyouts aren't so bad.
No, they're not. They're not. You just got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, you got to have good reasoning. Penn State, we're still not sure
Yeah.
you do.
Full circle.
We'll see when they rehire somebody and they're like, "Oh, is that an upgrade?"
Yeah. I did hear one person say like Penn State could easily become Nebraska. And I was like, yo, I haven't thought about Nebraska in forever. And like Nebraska was it. Like Nebraska, like the way we talk about Oklahoma, the way we talk about Alabama is the way we talked about Nebraska when we were all starting to care about sports like in that way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like 7, 8, 9, whatever. Like Nebraska was Nebraska.
Yeah.
Where the fuck's Nebraska?
Well,
And they were like going through Nebraska coaching hires. And it's like every time they're like, oh, yeah, this has got to bring Nebraska back. Nope. And it's like easily they could just become Nebraska. And I'm like, yikes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, well, let's get into a couple of brunch courts that we got. Let's get into brunch court, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do it.
First thing on the menu here, Kennywood, a park that we all love. It's had some headlines. They got bought by Dollywood. Then they had adult 21 nights that led to fights every night. So then they canceled them. And now Kennywood, since being acquired by Dollywood, is having a scorpion, a real scorpion eating contest. Scorpion on top of potato patch fries, which are known, a Kennywood, and yeah, cheese fries with scorpions. Boys, how do you feel?
Is there like a prize for doing it?
Yes. Yes. We must get into the prizes.
Yes.
This is one of the points I want to make.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So there's like a limited amount of people that can enter this contest, and I guess it's the first to finish, quickest to finish. So it's fries topped with dried scorpions, right? And the winner gets 2 season passes to Kennywood, right? Pretty good value price. And then
What's
prize
gold
pack.
mean? What's the gold? It says gold season package, right? Is that like a ride skipping pass? What's a gold pass?
That might include that.
Okay,
That might
go
include
ahead.
that. All the other contestants get passes to skip the lines at the Phantom Fall Fest haunted houses. If you've ever been to Phantom Fall Fest and gone through those haunted houses, skipping the line is far more valuable than a season pass to Kennywood. Let me tell you. Let me tell you that right now. The Phantom Fall Fests are only in the evenings, in the fall. You'd be lucky to get through 2 or 3 haunted houses because the lines just stack. They stack. Because the haunted houses don't open when the park opens. They have to wait till it gets dark. So people will just stand in line. If you could skip that line, I would intentionally throw the contest just to get the skip the line on the haunted houses. Because that's a more valuable prize, in my opinion. But those are the prizes outlined for this contest.
Okay, boys. By the way, the gold pass is free parking, 15% off on all the food and stuff. You get a souvenir cup for free refills all season long, and you get to bring in 2 free people anytime you go. So it's basically a pass for 4.
Oh, all right, that's different.
So
that sounds like a platinum.
There you go.
Okay,
It's platinum. What's
Platinum.
the platinum Kennywood membership? Maybe
Okay.
Wiz Khalifa has that. We'll check that. I'll have to ask him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, boys, would you do this?
No.
Eating scorpions and fries? What's the protein? Hey, I bet that's good protein, Chris.
Probably. Now, here's the thing. Potato patch fries are some of the best on the planet. People line up for these things. Nobody outside of Western Pennsylvania probably knows what we're talking about, but they are iconic. Okay, iconic.
You know what? And nobody has ever said about their potato patch fries is, yeah,
You can use some scorpion.
yeah, we toss a little scorpion on top. Okay, this is no. Just
Hey, well, I'll tell you
Obviously,
what.
somebody has.
Somebody's eating those bacon bits because what they use is actual bacon bits. They don't use actual bacon, which is horse shit in my opinion. For what you pay for these fries, don't give me those pre-dried out bacon. Don't buy bacon bits off the shelf. Anybody, don't do it. That's not real bacon. I want real bacon on my cheese fries, my loaded cheese fries. So like, if we can swap it out, we're gonna crunch a dunch and do some scorpions instead. No, I'm definitely not doing it. But I can see some people being like that.
You can't get real bacon, but you can get real scorpions, Dan.
Yeah, isn't that weird? A little odd. It's a little odd.
I can't wait to see this. Shouts to the homie Josh Taylor for he's anchor for one of the stations and CBS station or whatever.
Yeah.
And he posted that and he's like laughing through it with his like co-anchor. And I was like, oh, this is Brunch Breakdown material. So shouts to my guy Josh.
And if they want to have us on to do a roundtable about it, we got time.
Hey, we'll live host it right there. How about that?
Yeah.
Oh, we
How about that?
We produce content for you.
Damn right. 2027. We're going live. Going live.
Yeah.
Sally Wiggins going to toss it to us.
Oh man. All right, let's get into the last brunch court item. Because this, my friends, is quite possibly the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So if you're not on the video pod, look at the timestamp. Get there now. In the Spotify app, YouTube, Facebook. Didi, what are we seeing here?
What we are seeing here is you're seeing a drink and a wing bucket on top with ranch all over the bottom. This is what they call the big back. They call this is the big back order. I know a lot of people, because it's called something else, but everyone goes up there and just says, I want the big back. and they know exactly what to do. So it's 8 wings, ranch, and then this special drink, which is either like some kind of lemonade and there's some kind of like pineapple thing or whatever that they
Yeah.
make. And it's in Miami. And yeah, guys, how are we feeling about this? Just, it's a bowl on top of a drink. The
It
straw
is.
goes through the middle of the wings.
It is like the bowl is like the lid on this plastic cup, and it's this big plastic bowl that
Yes.
sits on the top that acts like a lid. And you're right, the straw goes right through the middle. It's kind of a genius invention. I will say that. I love this style and this look. And I guess the convenience is it's like eating wings on the go. That's where I'm a little hesitant, because eating wings on the go one-handed, maybe it works. It just doesn't feel like a on-the-go type of meal to me. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's the hesitation that I get is I want to be sitting down. And sometimes wings are two-handed. You know what I mean? You can do it one-handed, but shout out to the invention of this, though. I like the idea. I like the idea of this.
I love it. I love everything it's here. What's not to like? I mean, Dan makes a good point. I didn't think about like how often am I eating wings on the go, and if I am, I definitely need 2 hands.
And this is looks like it could be a little bit of weight to it. It's a pretty big drink, and then 8 wings on a plastic bucket. I feel like you have. Give me your strong hand. You need your strong hand to walk around and carry this thing.
Great for a stroller with cup holders.
There you go. Okay. All right.
Oh, now that's
okay. See, now
I was thinking this is literally like the best thing if you are at any kind of like fair, festival, whatever, because like you're not taking up that much space.
Coachella?
You're at like a picnic table. Well, I mean, hey,
absolutely not.
there are reasons why you wouldn't eat this at Coachella, even though there's lots of great food options at Coachella. It's just like, you know, if something goes down wrong, like, you got to be safe with your food.
Yeah. Plus, you're getting a free dry rub from the dust just circulating around the air on top of this.
Fair. That's fair. That extra flavor, that extra dust. But it's like very compact. So you're just like right here, and you're just like eating your wings, you know? Eating your wings right here. Didn't you just take the straw, drink? It's all right there in front of you. I think this is perfect for, you know, if you're at a festival, you sit down, little space. I think this is perfect for that.
I think the only thing you need is a little accessory here, and think of it like an armband or like, you know, like the elbow sleeves that athletes wear, right? Like a compression. I need that going up the bicep, the tricep, up the shoulder, and cover about what you would call like a t-shirt sleeve. Because if you got drink and bucket in one hand, wings in the other hand, right? The messy hand, I need a napkin. And if I just, boom, can clean it off right there, right? Because sometimes get a little exterior on the exterior or some bites in between, or you don't want to get too much sauce on the straw.
Okay.
Just a little right there, right?
Okay.
Just a little cleaning.
Okay.
That's all you need, right? Just pull it up the sleeve. DD's in.
We have to have some self-respect in this discussion, okay? Because I'm picturing you at the end of this meal looking like my 2-year-old just ate like Nutella and is covered in chocolate. Like, we just need to.
That's why I need that. That's why, because if I'm eating 8 wings without wiping at any point along the way, I'm gonna look like a 2-year-old with it all over the place.
Then.
So I just need a little. Maybe it can be black so it doesn't show. Like it's not like super. Not like a white, like a napkin, right? Maybe it's black so it hides the sauce stain a little bit, and you just, or put it like a wristband, you know, like your QB1 out there. What's the play?
Okay,
boom, right there.
I need you to do this on your own time, Dan. I'm between picturing Dan at the scent wall, just getting high off perfume, and then like Dan in a public place, just wiping himself down with his arms while eating a bucket of wings. I think
that's it. Just the arm sleeve.
You've opened yourself up to some bad looks today.
Let's see.
He's looking up to see if it's invented.
Because
Because
The
TM,
wing
if not.
sleeve. The wing sleeve.
The
TM.
wing
Like,
sleeve.
And
Yeah.
if we all okay, so
The
and
wing
you know
wing
who
goes
and
on
you
your
know
wing.
who popularized the arm sleeve? Allen Iverson.
Ooh.
He seems to be doing lots of commercials these days.
Yeah.
We get Allen Iverson to have the disposable napkin arm sleeve.
Yeah.
He could shoot a three in the commercial and then stomp over something and just take a bite of a wing and wipe his. We put like a little picture of Ty
Oh,
Lue
man.
down there on the ground.
And he grabs the wing off of Ty Lue.
Yeah. And then the wing wipe right there. The wing wipe. The wing wipe.
TM.
TM. See?
This is the reason like startups go broke, because they like have a great idea and they like get like some like real, they get a bunch of seed money and they're like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get Allen Iverson. We're gonna produce this crazy commercial and then one person's gonna buy it. But we went viral.
Right.
So we all love the wing bucket. The wing bucket drink. We love it.
Now I'm in.
No.
I'm in.
Yeah, we got the, oh my God. That is genius, Dan. Genius. All right, let's get into music before we get out of here. All right, Christopher. Well, no, I'm not going to Chris first. I'm not going to Chris first for the music. What am I doing? Dan, what are you listening to? Go.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. All time low.
Hey.
All time low. Brand new album called Everyone's Talking. I say it every time I put an all time low song on the playlist. This band continues to just crank out excellent music without taking chances, because they don't need to. They just do what they do so well. And it's amazing that their songs don't sound the same. They still don't sound the same. And they've been doing it a long, long time. This album's fantastic. I'm going to put the title track on it. Everyone's Talking. Shout out to All Time Low.
Alan Stone, Ride Like the Wind. This song, the band just jams on this song for like the last 2 minutes of the song. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's literally like, it's like a minute and a half of song and then 3 minutes of just jamming. I love this song so much. I can't stop playing it. Alan Stone, Ride Like the Wind. Love it.
It's literally like when I was playing that song, because I listened to Yacht Rock in the summer on Sirius XM. And my wife comes out and she goes, "Is this Yacht Rock?" And I go, "No, this is better. This is Alan Stone, one of my favorites, covering Christopher Cross's Yacht Rock song." And it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Great pick. Chris Cross.
Jim, put it on the playlist.
Actually, you know what? I'll go with that one for my first song. I had something else, but we're going to put Chris Cross on the playlist. Also, boys, just want to let you know really quickly, James Franklin on college Game Day is being interviewed, and he said, and I quote, "We're just going to go win the national championship somewhere else now." Like he's done it already.
Yeah.
Just
breaking his sales pitch.
He was on College Game Day today.
He's on
exclusive
it right
interview.
now. They're interviewing him right now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Shouts to him.
What a stupid thing to say.
No, it is not a stupid thing to say, because that just means he's about to go. He's about to just. There's a lot of jobs open. There's a lot of jobs that are about to be open.
Does anybody believe him?
I think something that is like contingent in his buyout is that he needs to be like actively interviewing for other jobs or working in the media. I think like I saw somebody say that.
I'm not going to pay you to sit on your couch.
Yeah, you have to be
like Jimbo Fisher.
You have to be looking for a job.
So this is him doing that. And
yeah.
Anyway, Chris Cross, go ahead, keep going.
There you go.
Hit it.
Love it. Speaking of albums that just came out, Tame Impala. I was referring to me, not you, obviously.
James Franklin,
James Franklin. Speaking of dropping hot tracks.
Okay.
Tame Impala, aka Tommy Impala, aka Kevin Parker. 5 years. It's been 5 years since we've had a Tame Impala album. Now we've had songs along the way, but this album, named after James Franklin, it's called Deadbeat, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. It was well worth the wait of 5 years to get it. I want to put My Old Ways and Piece of Heaven on the playlist. So glad to have a Tame Impala album. in our lives.
And speaking of like more yacht rock, do you know who this generation's Michael McDonald is?
Oh
Is it
boy,
James Franklin?
Might be.
this
If he's
generation's
got to act
Michael
like he's working,
McDonald?
maybe he'll start doing yacht rock shows.
It's a good question. I don't know.
It's Charlie Puth. And
Oh, don't say that.
it's Charlie Puth. Because if
Oh,
you listen to this new song Changes, you're just going to think it was a Michael McDonald song. Honestly, all I was thinking about was like, I'm driving and I'm just like, I love this song. And it just made me think of, oh yeah, Michael McDonald. That's what this is. Charlie Puth is positioning himself with this song that is first single off of his album, I think that comes out soon. It comes out, I think, like November or something like that. Anyways, he's positioning himself to be this generation's Michael McDonald. And I'm here for it because I like Charlie Puth. So Changes. Check it out.
I thought you were gonna say Philip Phillips.
Stop.
It's on the playlist right now.
Stop.
You guys can't control it. Gone. It's on the playlist right now.
Stop.
All right. My second one is from the Wonder Years. They put out the 10th anniversary edition of their album, No Closer to Heaven. I really love the song. A song for Patsy Cline on that album. So we'll go with that one. And great opportunity to listen to an album that I can't believe is 10 years old. I remember listening to that album, waiting for the bus downtown to try to get bussed back to Green Tree when I lived in Green Tree. So lots of wonderful memories.
Wow. Speaking of memories,
The memories.
from long ago, my third and final song this week, a band called The Format, which might ring a bell. And this is the band that Nate Roos from Fun started many, many, many moons ago before Fun became a band. If you thought Fun was coming back anytime soon, hold your horses because The Format is back. And they will be releasing their first album in 20 years, early 2026. But they gave us a gem of a single called Holy Roller, and I cannot stop listening to it because I love me some Nate Roos. It is great to have him back making music, and very excited for The Format releasing a new album next year. I can't wait.
Beautiful. Well, throwing it back. You know what song? You know what album turned 20 this week? Fall Out Boys from Under the Cork Tree. So I'm going to put something from that album on the playlist. I'm not sure yet. There are a lot of choices that I could do, but I'm going to put something from that album on the playlist this week. 20 years old this week.
It's a long time.
Yo.
I think I'm going to go. This is completely random, but that's okay. My daughter's favorite song right now is that 80s song, Jessie's Girl. And so I'm going to put that on the playlist.
Oh, goodness. I feel sorry for you.
She has a teacher whose name is Miss Jessie, and so she loves singing.
Better than Eileen, I guess.
Those can get stuck in your head for not a good reason.
Well, that is the Sounds of Brunch playlist. Make sure you check it out on Spotify. Tell Siri, tell Alexa to play the Sounds of Brunch. All right, boys, any final thoughts as we get out of here on the Brunch Breakdown?
I know where James Franklin is going to end up coaching next year, and it's going to be Nevada State University, the home of the Scorpions. Eat them up. Eat them up on your fries, big boy.
James Franklin, my son's class needs a TK teacher. Come on down.
Careful what you wish for.
He's just walking through the corn maze of life, boys. Trying to find his way out of it. Luckily for him, at the end of that corn maze, it's $50 million.
That's the Brunch Breakdown. We're out.